Stop the presses and hold onto your popcorn, because the internet just got served a reality check hotter than a late-night Twitter feud. Ja Rule just went off on 50 Cent live, in front of cameras, in a confrontation so tense it makes the Kardashians' family feuds look like a casual tea party. This wasn't subtle. It wasn't staged. It was explosive, unpredictable, and the kind of drama that makes you check your notifications like you're expecting a life or death update. The crowd, stunned. The cameras, zooming. The commentary, trying to keep up with the verbal fireworks. And the internet, already losing its mind. Within seconds, hashtags were trending. Memes were spawning faster than a reality show reunion fight. And hot takes poured in like water through a fire hydrant. Some called it a showdown of legends. Others called it a full-blown verbal demolition. Either way, nobody was blinking, because when Ja Rule brings that energy, even the most seasoned rappers feel the heat. Was it revenge? Was it ego? Was it a long-brewing vendetta finally bursting into public view? Whatever it was, one thing was crystal clear. This wasn't just a confrontation. This was a cultural moment, a digital spectacle, and a headline that the internet couldn't scroll past if it tried. And by the time we break it all down, you'll realize this went way beyond music. It was war, and we have a front row seat. The moment Ja Rule stepped into view, the room shifted like a hurricane entering a calm town. Cameras zoomed, crowd chatter froze mid-sentence, and social media feeds braced for impact. This wasn't a casual exchange. This wasn't a handshake and a smile. This was history, tension, and old-school rivalry colliding in real time. Ja Rule's presence was electric, the kind that makes people stop scrolling and rewind. Every step carried weight, every glance hinted at fireworks, and every movement promised drama the size of a blockbuster finale. Across from him, 50 Cent maintained composure, calm, confident, calculated. But the contrast couldn't have been starker. One man exuding controlled cool, the other radiating kinetic energy ready to ignite the atmosphere. Spectators felt it instantly, tension so thick you could slice it with a microphone stand. And the internet? It clocked in immediately. Screens lit up, notifications pinged, and fans leaned into their phones like it was live reality TV. It began with subtle barbs, eyes locked, words exchanged carefully, gestures pointed yet measured. But soon, the intensity escalated. Ja Rule didn't just speak, he performed aggression with precision. Sarcasm dripped from every word, humor stung like a rapid-fire clapback, and exaggeration piled on top of exaggeration. Each line landed like a headline. Each pause carried dramatic weight. The crowd reacted, cameras captured, and the moment solidified into digital spectacle. The history between these two legends made the confrontation inevitable. Their rivalry isn't a newsflash, it's a saga. From early 2000s chart battles to viral social media beefs, the story has been building for decades. And now, with cameras rolling, it all came to a head. Ja Rule leaned into the moment like a maestro, turning verbal exchanges into a performance worthy of multiple replays. As clips circulated online, the chaos amplified. TikTok users slowed down the footage, adding cinematic music and dramatic captions. Twitter threads exploded with theories about intent, strategy, and ego. Instagram comments split into digital battlegrounds, some praising Ja Rule's audacity, others criticizing the theatrics. Memes flourished, comparing the verbal sparring to WWE promos, Game of Thrones standoffs, and even epic movie showdowns. The internet didn't just react, it remixed, exaggerated, and amplified every nuance. Fans, critics, and casual viewers alike couldn't look away. Some empathized with Ja Rule's bold approach, arguing that energy and presence matter as much as words. Others criticized him for theatrics, claiming that a confrontation this public could have been handled with more subtlety. Every gesture, every inflection, Every expression became fodder for analysis. Social media had created a live debate hall where opinions collided with fire emojis and side-eyed gifs. Traditional media jumped on the frenzy as well. Entertainment blogs published headlines like "Ja Rule explodes on 50 Cent" and "Rap legends face off like never before." Articles analyzed tone, gestures, and historical context, framing the incident as both a continuation of an old feud and a digital spectacle in its own right. Every click fueled the narrative, ensuring that this confrontation would dominate feeds. Far beyond the live moment, the audience's fascination wasn't only about the words exchanged. It was about the energy, the drama, and the history fueling it. Ja Rule's confidence, timing, and audacity created a tension that couldn't be ignored. 50 Cent's measured composure only intensified the stakes, highlighting a dynamic where two forces collide and neither yields. It was like watching lightning strike in slow motion. Reaction videos added another layer of viral energy. Creators dissected gestures, pauses, and facial expressions frame by frame, highlighting subtleties like raised eyebrows, hand movements, and tone shifts. Some used dramatic music overlays for maximum effect, making every syllable feel like part of a cinematic narrative. Humor, outrage, and suspense blended seamlessly, ensuring that audiences stayed engaged across platforms. Pop culture comparisons exploded. Fans compared The Clash to iconic movie showdowns, Scarface, The Godfather, and even classic wrestling promos, exaggerating the stakes and the drama. One meme labeled the confrontation rap's most tense face-off since the 2000s, while another likened it to a high-stakes reality TV finale. Every exaggeration made it stickier, more shareable, and more viral. By the time Part 1 concludes, the narrative was fully locked in. The confrontation was no longer a fleeting headline. It had become a digital phenomenon, a meme generator, and a discussion point spanning social media, commentary channels, and entertainment news outlets. Ja Rule's explosive energy combined with historical rivalry ensured that viewers were hooked, online debates were ignited, and the stage was set for further escalation in the coming parts. Once the live confrontation went viral, social media erupted like it had just been struck by a digital lightning bolt. TikTok clips looped endlessly, some with dramatic music that made every glare, pause, and smirk look like a cinematic explosion. Fans immediately turned into amateur analysts, breaking down body language, hand gestures, and verbal delivery as if they were watching a Shakespearean duel with subwoofers. The story was no longer just about Ja Rule going off. It became a masterclass in spectacle and strategy. Memes were the first true explosion. One viral edit compared the confrontation to a WWE promo, complete with slow motion, camera shakes, and on-screen text screaming, "This is war." Another framed it as a reality TV reunion, calling the Face Off Season 22 Episode 1, Rap Legends Unleashed. Pop culture comparisons poured in non-stop, from The Godfather tension to Fast and Furious heist-level drama. Every exaggeration amplified the moment and ensured it dominated every platform simultaneously. Twitter was a battleground. Threads analyzed every syllable. Some fans cheered Ja Rule's boldness, claiming he finally delivered the comeback everyone had been waiting for. Others criticized him for overplaying his hand, arguing that public meltdowns rarely end well. And then came the hot takes, flying faster than a viral clapback. This is rap's version of Game of Thrones. 50 Cent finally meets his match. I can't believe this is happening live. Opinions were so divided. It was like watching two armies of fans square off before a single punch. Instagram comment sections became full-scale digital arenas. Supporters praised Ja Rule's audacity, calling the moment a statement of dominance, courage, and legacy. Critics tore into him with unmatched sarcasm, pointing out perceived ego problems and labeling every word a stunt for clicks. Meanwhile, casual viewers just sat back, popcorn in hand, enjoying the chaos unfold like it was the season finale of the most addictive reality TV show ever. Celebrity reactions added fuel to the fire. Influencers, rappers, and entertainment commentators all weighed in, some subtweeting cryptically about energy matching energy, others outright joking about who would blink first. Each post sparked new speculation. Was Ja Rule planning a full-scale narrative takeover? Was this a calculated reminder of his relevance? Or was it pure unfiltered rage, finally released in public for the world to dissect? The ambiguity kept people hooked. Reaction channels on YouTube went into overdrive. Editors slowed down every frame, highlighting smirks, hand gestures, and pauses like forensic evidence. Dramatic music overlays transformed a tense conversation into a cinematic spectacle. Fans debated the tone, the intent, and even the historical significance, comparing the feud to iconic celebrity clashes of the past. One video titled Ja Rule Destroys 50 Cent Analysis racked up millions of views, proving that in the age of virality, commentary often rivals the event itself. Even casual fans who normally scroll past celebrity news couldn't ignore it. They paused, replayed, and joined the debate. Pop culture references exploded, comparisons to Tony Montana, Scarface, and even Michael Scott in The Office flooded timelines. The humor was biting, exaggerated, and addictive. It made the conflict approachable while simultaneously escalating its stakes. The online universe had created its own narrative that no one could control. At the same time, traditional media outlets jumped in with sensational coverage. Headlines screamed, Ja Rule goes off on 50 Cent. Rap legends face off live. And internet can't handle this showdown. Analysts dissected every micro-expression, every pause, every look. News articles framed the story as more than a beef. It was a study in legacy, ego, and generational tension in rap culture. Every outlet amplified the drama, adding credibility to what started as a spontaneous confrontation. Fans also got creative with memes. One post reimagined the feud as a video game boss fight. Ja Rule, level, chaos, versus 50 Cent, level, calm calculation. Another exaggerated it as a movie trailer with slow zooms, dramatic music, and a voiceover screaming, "The battle you never knew you needed." The exaggerations were ridiculous, hilarious, and completely viral, exactly what kept the story trending for days. Meanwhile, public outrage and debate reached peak levels. Social media users argued endlessly about respect, legacy, and personal behavior. Some defended Ja Rule, claiming he was standing his ground against provocation. Others criticized him for turning a confrontation into an online spectacle. Fans analyzed potential outcomes. Would this escalate the feud? Could it impact careers? And of course, everyone speculated on future collaborations, diss tracks, and social media responses that might make the next chapter even wilder. By the end of this viral storm, the confrontation had evolved from a single heated moment into a multi-platform cultural event. Ja Rule's audacity, historical rivalry with 50 Cent, and the internet's relentless amplification transformed what could have been a minor feud into a full-blown viral phenomenon. Memes, commentary, celebrity reactions, and endless debates created a digital ecosystem where every angle, every gesture, and every hot take mattered. The story wasn't just trending. It had taken on a life of its own. Online discussions dissected everything from strategy to emotional intensity. Audiences began measuring reputations, influence, and social media mastery. Even small gestures, a smirk, a nod, a pause were analyzed like evidence in a courtroom drama. The confrontation became bigger than the participants themselves. It became a case study in virality, spectacle, and the digital age's obsession with drama. And that's what made Part 2 so explosive. The confrontation had left its mark. The internet was ablaze, and the stage was perfectly set for Part 3: the aftermath, consequences, and impact on reputations, relationships, and public perception. The drama wasn't over. It was escalating, and the audience couldn't look away. After the live confrontation went viral, the aftermath was more explosive than a Super Bowl halftime meme drop. What started as a heated exchange turned into a cultural event with ripple effects that stretched across social media, blogs, commentary channels, and endless meme compilations. Ja Rule's audacious energy had done more than confront 50 Cent. It had reshaped the conversation around celebrity rivalry, legacy, and public persona. Every reaction, share, and clip added fuel to a fire that wouldn't burn out anytime soon. Fans immediately began analyzing reputations in real time. Ja Rule's boldness earned him praise from some corners, who framed the confrontation as a comeback tour in verbal form, a reminder that legends don't just fade quietly into retirement. They argued that showing up with confidence, sarcasm, and theatrics reinforced his legacy in a way a single album release could never achieve. The energy, presence, and sheer audacity had become content gold, and viewers couldn't get enough. Meanwhile, critics didn't hold back. Some argued that public confrontations like this were unnecessary and risked damaging credibility. Others questioned whether such theatrics were calculated for virality rather than genuine expression. Every gesture, pause, and glance was examined with forensic-level scrutiny. The public debate wasn't just about who won the argument. It was about strategy, intent, and long-term consequences for both artists. Every side had a compelling narrative. Meme culture, of course, continued to thrive. Posts likened the clash to epic cinematic showdowns, from Scarface to Game of Thrones, exaggerating the drama for comedic and viral effect. One meme even compared the stare down to a boss fight in a video game, complete with health bars and slow-motion effects. These exaggerations weren't just funny, they solidified the story's place in internet culture, ensuring that it would be referenced for weeks, maybe months. Celebrity commentary added yet another layer. Influencers, rappers, and entertainment analysts offered cryptic subtweets, Instagram stories, and YouTube videos dissecting tone, history, and delivery. Every vague post generated speculation. Who was taking sides? Who was sending shade? Who was secretly enjoying the chaos? The tension expanded far beyond the initial moment, becoming a digital soap opera with multiple plot lines. The confrontation also impacted the public perception of both artists. Ja Rule, once defined primarily by early 2000s hits and historic feuds, was now seen as a figure capable of controlling narrative, creating viral spectacle, and asserting dominance in both content and legacy. 50 Cent, calm and composed during the exchange, was framed as the foil, the calculating counterpart who made Ja Rule's explosive energy even more dramatic. By contrast, the story wasn't just about words. It was about persona, perception, and influence. Even casual audiences who hadn't followed the history became invested. Clips circulated with captions like "Rap's most tense face-off ever" or "Legends collide. Who will blink first?" People replayed the confrontation repeatedly, debating every glance, tone, and pause. The story became participatory. Audiences weren't just watching, they were interpreting, analyzing, and engaging. Like cultural critics with unlimited screen time, traditional media amplified the stakes further. Headlines like "Ja Rule goes off on 50 Cent, internet reacts," and "Rap legends face off in viral showdown" ensured that anyone not on social media still encountered the story. News articles dissected every word, gesture, and historical reference, framing the confrontation as both entertainment and cultural commentary. Even late-night talk shows referenced it as the epic showdown nobody saw coming, cementing its significance. Reputations shifted dramatically. Ja Rule's bold energy earned renewed respect from fans who praised his fearlessness, confidence, and mastery of showmanship. Critics remained skeptical, questioning whether viral drama equates to credibility. 50 Cent's measured composure reinforced his reputation as strategic and controlled, but also invited scrutiny for appearing unaffected in the moment. Some argued that emotional reaction might have created more viral momentum. Both artists' public images evolved in real time, shaped by perception, not just action. At the same time, the story sparked conversation about legacy and relevance. Some fans argued that Ja Rule's explosive confrontation reminded the world why he remains a legend. Ability, charisma, and audacity all wrapped into one viral moment. Others claimed it highlighted the absurdity of fame-driven conflict, suggesting that social media now rewards spectacle over music, image over substance. Either way, the public narrative had shifted. The confrontation wasn't just news. It was a case study in cultural impact. By the end of the fallout, the incident had transformed into a multi-layered saga. Social media, memes, celebrity commentary, and fan debates ensured the confrontation's longevity. Ja Rule's performance became more than a confrontation. It became a lesson in timing, narrative control, and viral influence. Public perception of both artists evolved, reputations were reinforced or challenged, and the story set a new standard for what a live confrontation could achieve in the digital age. The digital ripples continue. Every meme, reaction video, and post keeps the story alive. Every subtle gesture, look, or line from the live event is reinterpreted, remixed, and replayed. The moment transcended a simple beef. It became cultural, historical, and infinitely shareable. And if history has taught us anything, this saga isn't ending, it's evolving. Ultimately, this confrontation proved one undeniable truth. In the world of viral celebrity drama, presence, energy, and audacity can eclipse music, history, or skill. A single live confrontation, amplified by social media and meme culture, can redefine reputations, dominate conversation, and create a legacy all its own. And with audiences hooked, analysts dissecting, and memes circulating endlessly, the drama isn't just alive, it's immortal. Alright, now it's your turn. Was Ja Rule dropping truth bombs, showing raw energy, or just trying to remind 50 Cent and the entire internet who really commands the spotlight? I need your hot takes, your savage opinions, and your "I can't believe this just happened" reactions in the comments. This isn't a polite chat, this is a full-on digital debate arena. And your voice matters. Smash that like button like it owes you money, and hit subscribe before the next viral feud explodes.